everyone, wagwan, and welcome back to my channel. Before we move on, virtual hugs. In today's tutorial, I will be making a puffer sleeve boxy top with a front zipper fitted skirt the Deverly's way. The things you'll need for this tutorial are 1.5 yard of cotton fabric, 1/2 yard of organza fabric, a 16-inch separating zipper, a scissors, chalk, 1/4 inch of elastic, a tape measure, a ruler, a boxy dress or a boxy top for your pattern, and a non-stretch skirt for your pattern. That's it. Now to start making the skirt, make sure that the skirt you're using for your pattern is a perfect fit. Take your tape measure and measure 1.5 inches away from the skirt. Continue to do so until you form the shape of your skirt. Then take your scissors and cut that out. Now that we cut out our skirt, we will use one piece for the back and one piece for the front. The first thing that I will be doing now is to work on the back of the skirt. I will be placing darts in the skirt, so fold your fabric over in half. And from the center of your fabric at the top, you will mark 2.5 inches going across. Do the same for the next side. The darts that I will be making are 1 inch wide and 5 inches going down in length. Now for the front of our skirt, we will be doing the same thing as the back, but instead we will be marking 4 inches on both sides from the center of the skirt, same 1 inch dart and 5 inches going down. Let's do that. Now that we cut the front part of our skirt in half, we will take the back part of our skirt and connect the front to the back. Now that the skirt is put together, I will now take it to the sewing machine and sew these 2 darts. I will sew the sides and I will finish up the edges all around, including the middle. You can use your zigzag stitch if you don't have a serger. So now I will be making a band for the skirt. The length of it will be 4 inches and the width going across. You will measure the top part of your skirt to determine what your width will be. To attach my band to the top of my skirt, make sure that the right sides are facing each other. Use your pins to secure, going straight across. Now take your skirt to the sewing machine, sew your band on, and then we will put on our separating zipper. To add the zipper to the skirt, first separate the zipper. Then, the right side of the zipper should be facing the right side of the fabric. Now, place the zipper from the bottom going up to the starting of the waistband. Now use pins to secure and sew. This is how your zipper should look after you are done sewing. I also sew the top stitch. There it is. You can do the same thing if you don't want to. You can just leave it exactly as it is. Now to close off the top part of our band, where the zipper ends right there, fold over and you'll fold a small portion again, like that. Use your pins to secure and continue to do so for the rest of your band. Now to make the puffer sleeve boxy top, place your boxy dress or your boxy top on top of your fabric. Make sure it's inside out. The length that I'm working with is 17 inches and for the width, 21 inches. I will be adding an extra 2.5 inches from the pattern length of the shoulder, so that will make it 5.5 inches because I want my shoulder to be a little wider. Now I will go ahead and mark that out and cut. Before sewing the top together to get a nice, clean, professional look for your neckline, just follow these steps. Now that we have our two pieces of lining, we will use our pins and pin at the shoulder. Do the same for your top and take it to your sewing machine and sew. Now to connect your lining to your top, make sure that your top is on its right side and your lining is on its wrong side. Take your lining and place it over your top, like so. Use your pins and take your time to pin and line up every area properly. Now that the lining is secured to the top, I will go ahead and I will sew going all around the neckline. I will flip it over and I will connect the sides together and I will pin those and sew them also. For the bottom, I will go ahead and finish up the edges and hem the bottom of my top. So now I will be moving on to the sleeves for the boxy top, and the measurements that I will be using are for the length 20 inches, for the width 18 inches on a fold, and from under the arm going down to the end of the sleeve 12 inches. So I will now go ahead and mark those out and cut. To get the bulk at the top part of the sleeve, I will go ahead and pleat the top part, and I will use my pins to secure that. After I am done with that, I will take the tape measure and measure around, and the measurement should be 20 inches, which includes the seam allowance. So now my sleeve is looking quite bulky. I will take it to the sewing machine and I will sew going straight around, and I will sew the side. I will also fold over just enough fabric that I can push my 1/4 inch elastic through. Make sure to leave an opening at all times. And this is 10 inches of elastic. So the same thing I do for this sleeve, I will do for the next sleeve. Now to add your sleeves to the top, make sure that your top is inside out and your sleeves are on their right sides. Now take your sleeve and push it through your arm opening. Now line up the center of your shoulder to the center of your sleeve and pin. Then do the same thing for your arm. Continue to pin going around, and do that for the next sleeve, and we are done with today's tutorial.